Hi guys, Mr Gale here. Welcome to our very first P lesson of the term. I'm going to try and bring you guys some exciting P lessons all from this classroom. Now I appreciate it's really difficult and we can't come into school at the moment, but every lesson that I do, I'll try and use a small space like we have here, and hopefully you guys can replicate that in your living room. Please make sure that you do all of your activities with the supervision of your parents. Very, very important, because some of the activities might be a little bit active and you just need to double check with them that it's okay. Okay, so our first lesson this week is going to be all about fundamental movement skills. And we're going to learn about agility, balance and coordination. Now the first activity that I've got planned, okay, you need to use your living room or your safe space, maybe in the garden, okay, and you're going to use different items that you have in your house. It might be socks, it might be some items of clothing, it might be some soft toys, some teddy bears. Put them on the floor and create a small track that you can move and weave around. Now I've created my track using flat spots from school. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stand ready, moving our toes, and we're just going to move around the track by walking quickly around the track from heel to toe. Now, once you've done that for a few minutes, give that a go. Then we're going to move on to using a little bit more of a challenge and using more of our speed this time. Okay, so we're going to, instead of walking, we're going to start to go a little bit faster. We're going to go a little bit quicker. We're going to run, making sure that we don't bump into anything around our house or in the garden. Once we've done 2 or 3 laps of our track, we're then going to move on to doing side steps. Now side steps are a little bit harder, so we're going to move, you'll notice I'm going to move my feet from side to side. Each foot is going to catch up with the other one. So if I show you now, you can see my foot is catching up with the other. I'm moving sideways. I've done this one with the before. So side steps now, all the way around your track. Perfect. Okay, now our last challenge of our pulse raiser, okay, is going to be hopping. So we're going to use one leg. We're going to try and stay on that one leg for as long as we can. We don't have to jump from each item. We just need to get around the track, following our way around. When your leg gets tired, just change over to your next leg. So you use left and right. Use your arms to help you balance. Okay guys, on to our next activity. This game is called Treasure Hunt, and it's all about agility, being able to move fast from one place to another. Now, for this game, I've used things like blocks, tennis ball, or toys, anything you can find. The idea is that I need to steal the treasure from one island and take it to the next island. So from red to yellow. Now, to make this game exciting, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to try and get as many items as you can from one side to the other. You can only take one item at a time, and you've got to try and do it as fast and as quickly as you can. Okay? You time yourself, 30 seconds. So, toys down. Getting yourself ready. Stand in the middle, and go. One item at a time. You're going to try and move your feet really, really quickly. Super fast. You'll notice I'm using those side steps we used earlier. I'm bending my knees to pick up each item. I'm moving really quickly across the classroom. Now, count how many items you have on one island, and then you're going to try and do the same thing, but this time, see if you can beat your score. Okay guys, after 30 seconds, I managed to get across 10 toys, or 10 pieces of treasure. Now, you might think to yourself, I can do more than that, or you might have already beaten me. Give yourself another challenge, see if you can do one more time and get as many toys across the path or across the other island as you can. Now, once you've had a go at that, you've had a couple of goes, trying to beat my score or trying to beat your score, you might think to yourself, I want to have a go against somebody else. So if you've got your mum or your dad or your parents, whoever you live with, brothers and sisters, they might want to have a go with you. You might have one person on one side of the island or the treasure, and you on this side. On the go, you see who can get the most treasure in that 30 seconds. Okay, fantastic. We're on to our last activity of today. This one is called lily pads. We're going to learn how to jump and use our balancing skills. So, on the red spots, which could be socks you're using at home, or it could be cones if you've got cones at home. I'm going to jump on the red spots and I'm going to use 2 feet. Jumping from 2 feet, landing on 2 feet. When I go back round, when I get to the yellow spots, I'm going to do exactly the same thing, but I'm going to do it with 1 foot. So it's a hop across. The first one is jump. Landing on 2 feet, bending my knees. Then I'm going to use 1 leg and using my arms to help me balance. Go again. Remember to jump on the lily pads. Or if you're using socks at home, make sure you jump using those, bending your knees, using your arms. Okay, let's make it a little bit harder. We're now going to jump from 2 feet onto 1 foot. So we start with 2, and then we land on 1. Have a watch. Remember when we're jumping, we use our arms to help us lift up, bend our knees slightly, we jump, and then land on 1. Jump from 2, and on 1. And then we'll go back again. Jump from 2, land on 1. Jump from 2, land on 1. If you can be really quick, you might get a bit faster. So you can go like this. A little bit like hopscotch. So guys, thanks for coming and watching. It's our very first PE lesson of the year. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm no Joe Wicks, but I'm giving it a go. Hopefully I'll see you next week for more activities. Remember, check on Google Classroom, because I'm going to be posting, or your teacher, your class teacher, will post lots of activities that you can do at home, in the garden, or even out in the park. See you soon.